Hello, this is going to be the worksheets for Thursday, April 16th, and they won't be due until a week later, or worst case scenario, the Friday before finals week. So this is the page called Close Root Position Major Triads 3 Bass Clef, and I'll do two examples of each kind of triad, but we're going to put the word major in parentheses with the question mark because they haven't set the key signature up for this to be a major triad without adding accidentals, and I'm not going to require you to know how to do that. So as long as you get the idea that it's a stack of thirds and understand that the note they give you sometimes is the root, which is the bottom note of the triad. Sometimes is the third chord factor, which is the middle note of the triad. And sometimes is the fifth chord factor, which is the top note. That's all that really matters. I will do it correctly and make the major triads, but I'm not going to expect you to do that because they're not staying within the key signature. So if this is the third chord factor, this F sharp right here, that means that that's the note in the middle. So you need a third below it and a third above it. And that is a major triad. Another one that is a third chord factor, that what they give you is the third chord factor, here is a B sharp. And so a third below that is some kind of a G, and a third above that is some kind of a D. It happens to be that you need a G sharp and a D sharp, but that's just because I know that. Let's do some roots. So this is the root. That means that's the bottom note. So you draw a third above it and a fifth above it. And those would both be sharp, but no one's going to care if you don't do that. And then this is the root here, so you'd want a third above it and a third above it. This is the fifth chord factor, which is the top note of the triad. So you just do a line note below it and a line note below that. So you want a triad, 3 notes. And this one is the fifth as well, so you'd want a third below that and a third below that. So if I did it with something a little more fun, if you're in the key of C or G. So G is the root, B is the third, D is the fifth. If I want to build one on C, picking a major triad that doesn't require any sharps or flats, there's the root, there's the third above the root, and there's the fifth above the root. That's the root, that's the third above the root, and that's the fifth above the root. If we did one on F, F is the root, A is the third above the root, and C is the fifth above the root. So F is the root, that's what it's built on. The note of third above F is A, so that's the third. The note of fifth above F is C, so that's the fifth. And that's how that works. Now, for a little fun, which you're not going to think is fun, the ear training melodic interval is 1. So I'm going to play you 2 intervals, and you have to say which one you think this is. So number 1, it's going to either be a minor second or a major second. A major second is like do, re. A minor second is a half step. Okay, now I'm going to play one and give you a second to decide which one it is. And the answer is major second. Okay, now for number 2, we'll do a major third or a minor third. A major third is do to mi. And a minor third is a half step smaller than that. Here it is. And that is a minor third. Okay, this number 3 is going to be a perfect fourth or a major third. A perfect fourth is like the beginning of Here Comes the Bride. Or do, fa. Do, mi is a major third. And you're right, it's a perfect fourth. Now, number 4, is it a perfect fifth or a perfect fourth? That's a perfect fifth. That's a perfect fourth. And you're right, it's another perfect fourth. Number 5 is either going to be a major second or a perfect fifth. There's a major second. Here's a perfect fifth. And you're right, that's a perfect fifth. Number 6 will be a minor sixth or a major sixth. My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean is a major sixth. Do to la. And then that's a minor sixth. It's a half step smaller. Okay, which one is this? And you're right, it's a major sixth. Now the question is this a major seventh? Do to ti? Makes you really want to hear that. Or do to te, which is a half step smaller, a minor seventh. There's a place for us. So major seventh sounds awful. Doesn't quite sound so awful. Minor seventh. All right, here it is. And you're right, it's a minor seventh. Now, is it a perfect octave or a major seventh? Here it is. And you're right, it's a major seventh. All right, is this a perfect octave or a perfect fifth? There's your octave, there's your fifth. Here it is. Number 9, the answer is perfect octave. Is it a minor sixth or a minor third? This is the minor sixth. And this is the minor third. And here's the question. The answer is minor third. All right, is this a major second or a perfect fourth? Here's a major second. And here's a perfect fourth. Here's the question. And the the answer is major second. And number 12, the last one, is it a major third or a major sixth? Here's the question. And the answer is major sixth. And then we want to skip ahead to the circle of fifths, which isn't very skippy at all. It's just 2 pages over. And we're doing treble clef key signatures. And here's our reference points. If I can hold that up there. So C up a perfect fifth is G with 1 sharp. D is going to have that sharp. And the next sharp is C sharp. Because remember, it goes, the sharps are F sharp, C sharp, or you could go F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, E sharp, B sharp. So F sharp and C sharp is your D major key signature. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp is your A major key signature. Somewhere else on these worksheets, they've written out the order of sharps, so you could also cheat and look that way. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp is your order of sharps for E major. F sharp down to C sharp, up to G sharp, down to D sharp is E major. B major has 5 sharps. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, E sharp. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, down to A sharp, and E sharp. F sharp major has 6 sharps. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, E sharp, B sharp. Somewhere along the line, I did this wrong. B only has 5 sharps. Yes, I got carried away. It's the end of the day. I'm pretty whooped. Okay, F sharp's the one with 6 sharps. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, E sharp. With B major, you stop with A sharp. There's only 5 sharps there. C sharp has all the sharps in the world. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, E sharp, and B sharp. Then when we go with flats, you just go this way. B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, C flat, and then F flat. So F major has 1 flat, just to B flat. So that's the only one you kind of have to remember. B flat has 2 flats, B flat and E flat. E flat has 3 flats, B flat, E flat, and A flat. A flat has 4 flats, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat. The order of sharps and flats are mirror images. B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat. D flat has 5 flats, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat. B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat. They couldn't make these any smaller. B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, and C flat. Nope, that can't be right. D flat has 5 flats, just to G flat. B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat. So this one has 6 flats. I get my 5s and 6s mixed up. B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, and C flat. And then C flat has all 7 flats. B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, C flat, F flat. So just a little practice on the circle of fifths there and key signatures. And that's all the worksheets for Thursday.